Okay, ooh, we got this sound. Okay, welcome back to the N.y.a show, man. Lot. Um, I just want to do a quick rundown. Like I said, I got myself together. Let's get the show going, baby. Let's get the show. Welcome back to the N.y.a show. Cause it had been a little minute, so let me get back to work. Get back to work. But of course, been working on the shorts. If y'all know anything about it, going to page the shorts. That's what's been happening the last 2 weeks. Shorts. I've been working on shorts. Be sure that you go drop in and lend your support to those. I think I'm pretty sure I caught up a lot with a lot of my people. Shout out to Riri, shout out to Orlando. Shout out to Nikita. Recently, she went to Belize. Shout out to my people. What's transpired since the last time I had a show, or I believe I said that weekend that was coming up, I was doing photos at my mom's birthday party. So I did those. Those came out great. We all were there enjoying ourselves. Had a good time there. I'm seeing that within my role of things that happened. They had a baptism that Sunday. That was last Sunday. Yeah, they had a baptism at the church. I arrived at the church, like 4 or 5 people got baptized. Um, that was that. A nice week of work. I see I got things that went on work. Then I started making the TikTok. You know, I'm seeing TikToks here. I'm seeing screenshots of homework. Good Lord, it's been lots of homework. Got some screenshot things from the baby. And more TikTok, more and more TikTok. So I do want to be sure that y'all check those out. And the other night, I ended up watching which episode of the show? It was an episode from like 5 years ago. I was talking about charges that detailed the producer got Joe Biden adding Kamala Harris to his ticket, the Lovecraft Country trailer. Everything that was leading up to what was going on at the time. I don't know how I ended up coming across. Oh yeah, wait, yes I do. YouTube sends you, it shows you comments you didn't reply back to, and it was showing me that some comments I didn't reply back to from back during. Let me switch that sound. It was showing me comments I didn't respond to back at the time when the show was coming out, so I went back, responded to some comments, and then actually was listening to myself, and it was just like, yo, I don't know what's gonna happen with adding it to the ticket. I feel like I think what I said. I feel like before the election happened that Donald Trump was gonna pull something. I think I said that too, and then sure enough, that was the January 6th that he, the whole issue with not wanting to leave. Like, no, we're not leaving. We won. Man. So that was good. That was a good episode. So you got some time. I'll put one of the little things up there in the corner so you can go ahead and go on back and see like that show that I did a couple years back. Be sure that you also support Spirit Arrested, which is an award-winning short film by W3 Filmed It, which is available for you on YouTube to like, share, comment, and subscribe, as well as How a Mother Advanced Life and Pursue Dreams. Interview with Brianna M. Thomas by H.A. That's available for you on Spotify. I want to take a moment to say the story. I'm coming back to here where it says the man alleged hundreds were raped and buried inside Indian temple, Town, arrested. So that's the update as of now about this whole situation over in India. But initially, this story came out maybe a month ago when he initially said what he said, and it brought a lot of attention over there in that part of India. So let me go ahead and get my sound right and see if we can play this video and move forward from there.
Shocking tale of alleged rape and murder of hundreds of women and its alleged cover-up and a search of a mother for her daughter for more than 20 years. A former sanitation worker from Dharmsthala in the state of Karnataka has filed a shocking complaint alleging he was forced to dispose of hundreds of bodies over 2 decades. After making these allegations public, he now fears for his life and wants a full investigation. Take a look.
See, I'm glad I could pause things real quick. I wanted to pause because I'm guessing this is the temples for their gods and their religion over in India. I got more information on my other tab, but I just want to show that it's, kind of remind you of if some of these situations that we see with institutions of faith over here in the States and other countries as well. Like, damn, women and babies, women and girls are like just never safe. You know what I'm saying? Like they're only safe under the guise of, a certain time period. But it seems like women and children are just never safe in these places. And I don't know, man. It's just terrible. We need to get back to the story.
On July 4th, a former sanitation worker filed a complaint at the Dharamsthala police station through his lawyers. In it, he claims he was forced by the temple administration to dispose of hundreds of bodies between 1995 and 2014. He now fears for his life and has sought police protection and a full investigation. The allegations are even more disturbing when placed against the backdrop of the N.y.a case, where activists continue to allege a massive cover-up. And now, this new testimony threatens to blow the lid off what they believe is decades of silence and suppression. The sanitation worker in his complaint paints a horrific picture of what he claims to have witnessed during his tenure.
I worked as a sanitation worker from 1995 to 2014. While cleaning the Netravati River area, I began encountering corpses, mostly of women.
Let's notice. I don't know how he said that he started. I'm noticing how he said that he started to clean the river. Because later on when I read, it's like they didn't find, like, I guess, masses and masses of things, but my buddy did say that he was seeing them in the water as well. I know water doesn't stay in one place.
Some of them appeared to have been raped and murdered. Many were found without clothes, bearing signs of violence. When I refused to obey, I was beaten and threatened. I was told, "We will cut you into pieces. Your body will be buried like the rest."
8 days after filing the complaint, the sanitation worker appeared in
Okay, yeah, and I also want to know too, sometimes when things like this happen, I don't 100%, I'll write at thing, jump on the bandwagon. Like I said, this is, they say a lot of silence around this thing. He would be considered a whistleblower too, but we never quite know what initially led to it. Like if he stopped in 2014, it's been 10 years, and he said, "Now ain't nothing. We will cut you into pieces." And it's like, hold on, is there something going to roll out about him going forward? You know what I'm saying? That initially led to him saying that? I don't know. I don't know, but we're going to keep moving.
court and had his statement recorded under section 183 of the Bharatiya N.y.a Sanhita. The witness and legal team had submitted the skeletal remains exhumed by the whistleblower at Belthangadi Police Headquarters. FSL teams at the Belthangadi Police Station examined the skeletal remains being handed over by the witness to the police. But the story doesn't end there. Adding to the shock, another complaint had now surfaced from Sujata, the mother of N.y.a Bhatt, a first-year MBBS student who went missing during a college trip to Dharamsthala in 2003. She says her plea was ignored by the police, and what happened next is even more chilling.
ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾನು ಬಂದೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು 4 ಜನ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗಳನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ.
She went there for help. No difference than over in this country. They say I went to church for help. I went to you know, if you're Muslim, I went to the temple for some help. You know what I'm saying? This is what this woman is saying, just over there. Difference. I was abused by the Kikari and his brother. You know, this woman saying that she was abused for going just ask for some help, questions.
ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಕೈಯೆಲ್ಲ ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಕಿ ಕೈಯೆಲ್ಲ ಕಟ್ಟ ಹಾಕಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಯಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಅವಳು ಕೂಡ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 5 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟರು. ನಿನಗೆ ಜೀವ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೊರಟು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ವಾರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಯಾರೋ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದು ಹೊಡೆದಾವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 8 ಸ್ಟಿಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ.
She came here and tried to lodge a complaint before police station, but police has denied to issue the complaint. And recently, when the case got any progress, somebody has came and said that he has buried some dead bodies and all. Then she got hope and she met me and she asked me for the legal help. We came here and we met the SP, SP sir, and SP sir is saying that he will act as per the law.
12 days have passed since the FIR was registered, but the Dakshina Kannada police are yet to begin the exhumation process. The truth in Dharamsthala remains buried, perhaps literally. With Sagai Raj, Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, I'm glad they did the story. But first, I seen reports that seemed like people didn't want to do the story. So I'm glad that they actually did the story. And then the man who alleged this, he has been arrested. Police in India have arrested a man who recently alleged that he had been coerced into burying hundreds of bodies of women who were raped before being murdered. He started claims, his startling claims had thrown the tiny religious town of Dharmasthala in the southern state of Karnataka into turmoil, home to centuries of old temple to Manjunta Swami, an incarnation of Shiva from the Hindu Holy Trinity. The town attracts thousands of pilgrims daily and is central to the fabric of local people's lives. A political role in the state resulted in government setting up special investigation team SIT to verify the man's allegations. The SIT team conducted evacuations at locations in and around Neptune to verify the claims. He initially identified 13 spots, some of them hard to reach, areas covered by dense foliage and reportedly infested with venomous snakes. Man, other sources in the SIT confirms to the BBC that human remains, including the skull and nearly 100 bone fragments, have been found at 2 of the spots and have been sent for forensic testing. It's not clear who they belong to, but it's going to be found out who they belong to, and we'll be able to get some updates from this man, because now that he's been arrested, I will hope that they say Jeffrey Epstein and all that. Like, I hope that he doesn't magically just pop up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that he don't. Hope that we're able to see this story through to the end, because places like this and other institutions across the world, man, when the whistleblowers come out about things that be going on, man, sometimes it's hard to keep it. Like they saying the man been arrested, he was already fearing for his safety. I just don't know how being in the arms of the police actually being arrested, not like some type of protection, can help. Like they said that they found some remains, so it's not like the man was a captain to them. They've already found it. They need to do the testing on it, but I'm pretty sure they're going to do more. This is a shocker in that town, and who knows what more can lead and come from this. But it broke through on my side, so I want to be sure that I gave it to the people who listen to me about what was going on over there. How once again we're dealing with a situation of just a total mistreatment and disposal of women and children, something that is way too common in this world. So y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are on this story. Did you know anything about what was going on in India? Did you know about the small little, this 800-year-old temple, very renowned? And when something like this come out, it's always split. Like, some people believe it. You got other people that call it cap because they're, dedication to that temple and that spiritual system. let's just see where this all goes, man. It's the N.y.a show. I appreciate the continued support, and I'll be right back with another show.